getting I thought it was going to be something spectacular. I was getting a 90 down in here. Today I'm using a AT Pro. Got old Gertie out here. She's been doing the job lately, but I'm starting to learn the Equinox. But I wanted to use it out here in this thick stuff here. But right down in here, I was getting a 90 up to 93, 94. Kind of had me guessing at what that was going to be, but check this out. Something different. Oh, some kind of a pump thingy, stuffy. Oh, what's it got here? Number 1, and a couple of ones right there. Nothing on this side. Kind of neat, different, unusual stuff we find out here. I'll check that out. Wonder if that's screwed down into something, or that's just the plug there and the washer on it. You can see it there. You can see the washer going around. So that's a neat little piece. Let me see if I can somehow fit that in the pouch. Yeah, it might be a heavy one to carry out. I'm going to put it in the collection anyways. Let's go find some more of this stuff. Alright, right down in this hole here, it was coming in at 78, 77, 79, bouncing all over the place like the scratchy ones usually do. And right down in here is, I have 5 inches right around in there. And this little piece here is an interesting piece. That's an old lighter, or part of. Let's see what we got on there. It's got design. Oh yeah, it's got some writing. Huh. Wait, can you guys make that out? Johnny something or other. Oh, there's a lot of writing on there. The South Hawk Brewing Company. Say Ottawa or something. Wow, maybe that ain't a lighter. Let me see. Let me get that wet and cleaned up a little bit, and I'll get right back to you. Let me get that cleaned. All right, I got it cleaned up just a hair. It's not going to be the best, but I can read it from the back side here, and it's the John Hawk, H-A-U-C-K Brewing Company of Cincinnati, Ohio. And according to the archives, this guy was brewing. He's from Germany, came over, went back to Germany, came back over. He worked out there for different brewing companies that his uncles actually owned out there in Cincinnati. But this one here, this dates to, I'm going to try and get this right, 1896 to 1990 is when this brewery ran, or 1919, my fault, that this brewery ran. And this is a really interesting piece. I mean, I got to get it cleaned up, run the Andres across it, but on the back side you can actually see the lettering. I don't know if it's just wore down on the front side or what, but that is a cool piece. I don't think it's part of a lighter, but I'd be interested in finding out what that's off of. So I'm going to do a little more research when I get home, and that is a really cool piece. Love those relics. Let's go see what else we can find out here. Hopefully it's not going to be full of briars. Alrighty, got a pretty good signal down in here. Got me kind of excited. It was in that 81 to 83 range, which on the old Gertie, the AT Pro, she'll usually cough up a silver at that range. But right down in here, I think I got me a horn off a bike. Those old classic ones, yeah. That would have had a rubber bubble on the backside. You just would have squeezed that, and she would have let out a yelp, letting you know that kids on bikes were coming at you. Cool, nice little piece. Yeah, that'll display okay. Yeah, it's an interesting piece. you go. Alright, I was getting a nice little 85 right down in here. And it wasn't that deep, but this piece here I'm gonna be guessing at this here. Nice brass, old brass piece, definitely. You know, looking at the tail end of this here. That's an old gas line there. And looking at that end, I'm not sure what kind of burner they would have had in there. Interesting little piece though, definitely cool. Little brass, pretty sure that's brass. It's a neat little relic. Go in with my gas line relics, I guess you can call them. I got a bunch of this stuff out of here. Back in the old days when they used to use gas lighting and heating and stuff like that. Real dangerous. So let's go find some more. Alrighty, got a nice one down here. You guys just saw me pop that gas line right there. And right here, a little 76, 78 down in there. About 2, maybe 3 inches. And yeah, just pop me an Indian. Check that out. See what we got here. An Indian. Indian. Oh yeah. There it is. Let's see what we got a date for our. It sure darkened real fast out here. Let's see if I can make that out. 1899. There we go. Pretty good shape too. All cleaned up and get a photo up there for you, but that's a good shape. Nice. Alright. Let's go find some more of those. Alright, I was getting a real good signal in here. Actually figured I had another Indian head down in there, and it was, yeah, a good 4 inches, maybe 5 down in there. And as soon as I flipped it out, I went, yeah, we're going to get that on film. Check this out, guys. That's got to be some kind of an old sash buckle or something there. Boy, that's a nice piece. Well, they should get that on film, huh? God, I get in a bad habit of doing that. I'm looking at what I found and everything, and I forget to film. Check that out. That's got to be an old sash buckle. Don't see anything on the back side of it. Pin's still in her. I'm gonna have to get that cleaned up. I don't know if that's silver or not. What ringing? Well, 77, 78. That's either which way. I mean, that's a really nice find. It's got some definite age to that piece. Very cool. Alrighty. See if anything else is in the hole and go find another one of these. Alright, got a nice little 83 right down in here. Had the old heart of pumping here on the AT Pro. I mean, she's 83 is a silver in that, and of course mason jar lid. I mean, that's still scrap magnesium. So, but when I set it down to dig, set my Melitech down to dig, set it right on top of a bottle over here. Check this out. It's a nice old bottle. Ayers. Don't see anything else on there. Ayers Cherry. Lowell, Massachusetts. Pectoral. Huh. I'm machined. That's a nice little bottle. I mean, I'll have to soak that in some CLR and get all that coloring out of there. It's like rainbow colors down in there. That's a nice bottle. Real nice bottle. Cherry something or other. I do a little research on that. That's a nice little find. So you keep an eye out for those bottles. Okay, another dandy little signal up in there, and just got that bottle up right up in there, and I moseyed over the branches and down through this direction, and got a 78 right down in here. It would pop up there to 80, 81, and I just got a little printing plate. This is a different one here, folks. You can see the lineup lines on this side, but if you're looking down on top here, and I don't know what it says, it's too small for my old eyes, but some of you guys that can read stuff backwards without your glasses on, hopefully I can let me get this set up. Hopefully I can get that home, put the jeweler's loop on it, and figure out what that says. See the right across the top here, little print plate. Neat little find. See what other relics we can get out of here. Hopefully I get held that steady long enough for you guys to freeze it and figure out what that says. Alright, got another one down in here. Wasn't that deep? Maybe 3 inches, 4 inches. Remember that piece I just pulled out, that match container. And I can't bring up the picture right now, but this one's got writing on it. I don't know if this is one of those match containers or what I got, but it's definitely old. A little age to it, and it's got some writing and stuff up on this side. So I'm gonna need to get that cleaned up, and unfortunately I don't have the stuff out in the field to actually give it a good thorough go through here. So let me get it cleaned up and I'll get you a snap up there. That's gonna be a cool one. All right, got a pretty darn good signal. I had another one that had me fooled. This was coming in right at that 90, 91, jump as low as 87. It wasn't that deep. It was just underneath the surface over here, and I yanked her out this way and thought it was just another piece of copper tin, but then I got to looking real close at this thing, and there's writing on there. That might be an old copper calendar of some type. Let's see if we can get it a little better. See that? See the little numbers down in there? I'm not sure what month it is. Looks like it's got a little guy up here in the corner and then a measuring thing along this edge. That's a strange piece there. I'm going to get that cleaned up and I'm going to get you hopefully a little better peek at that thing. I know the sun's going down, so I'm running out of time. I'm gonna get that cleaned up though, and we'll get a snapshot up there for you. Kind of curious to see what that's gonna be. Alrighty. You saw me see that little calendar right there. I'm pretty sure that's a calendar. It's got some writing on it, some brass company. You can see a right there in the middle, some brass thing, some writing right here. But I kept getting the signal in this hole. It was, leaves are all in there now, but you can see where the hole is right there. I was getting more parts out of there. This is some kind of a box or something. This is all copper pieces here. And it looks like it would have been in this box. You can see the cuts on the side. So I collected them all up, and I did one more swing through here and got a real sharp 90 right up in here. And this is what I pulled out of there. Check that out. That is going to be an old compact. Check that out. It's like a seashell. And there's writing on it. I haven't got it all cleaned up or anything. You can just barely see right in here. There's lines that are shaped some sort of shape, but if you look right down here at the bottom, check that out. Like a little opening lever or something on there. At that, I haven't gotten it open yet. It's going to be a cool find. It's got a lot of weight to it too, man. I mean, that's heavy. I'm thinking it's going to be either copper or brass, but it's definitely heavy, and I'm going to open it up and we'll see what's in there when I get a second here. So all that stuff Nice fun little section in here. Got a little bit of work cleaning that stuff up. It's gonna be fun.